queens.
You didn't introduce yourself or nothing.
I said hi, queens. No, I said hi, queens. Don't do that.
Hi guys. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my updated 2025 makeup routine. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. This is like if I want a beat, but it's still kind of light but really cute. And this is just what I like to do and what it looks like. So let's get into it. Okay, so now we have our base. I just put on Vaseline for my lips, and then once we get to the end, I'm gonna wipe it off and then put on my lip combo. So let's get started. It's still going, but you know, we're just gonna look past that, you know? I would advise you do this. I don't really use perm like that because I don't notice that it makes a difference in my makeup. I feel like it lasts the same amount as any other time I do my makeup. And then I put on moisturizer, but you should use primer. I could be bugging. I might have to try something else, but for me, I don't know. It just lips prepped, skin prepped, onto the eyebrows. Different people have different methods they like to use different methods to hold their eyebrows down. I know some people like glue sticks, some people like eyebrow gel, some people like lash glue. I've tried the lash glue and it's two in place. But what I like to do is use some type of hairspray. So either Got2b glue spray, any type of holding hairspray. That's what I like to use, because then it like holds them in place and then things is not moving. Like once it dries, I'm gonna show y'all. Even now, like that it's drying, it's them hairs are not moving. I hope y'all can see, but and then I like to, I forgot what this, I think it's called a cowlick in the front, but I like to do that with my eyebrows in the front because I feel like it gives a more natural look. But look, because I'm gonna glue nothing, but y'all see that? They're not going nowhere. Nowhere. I don't care what eyebrow product you put in front of me. A pencil, a pen, I do not care. This is the Anastasia, you already know. The Anastasia brow pomade. Y'all, I'm out of breath. I just had to go all the way back down the stairs to get this. Anastasia dip brow pomade in the shade Ebony. And then I use it with my little brush that's kind of broke up, but she's still giving me a mean brow. So we're gonna get into the brow. So what I do to waste less product is I put some on the brush and then I get it flat by swiping it like that. Or even if I don't want to dip into the container, I could get some product from the top. I'm gonna get up close so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. So first I start off by starting the line at the tail of my eyebrow and then creating that and using that as like a guide, and then I go up. And the way I like to model it kind of is like 3 lines. So I start the 2 outside and then I fill in the middle. And then the way I like to shape my eyebrows, I like more of a sharp arch. So I draw that line at the top and then I start filling in the middle, and I go lighter and lighter as I'm getting close to the front of my eyebrow, so we have more like of an ombre effect. And then once I'm at the front, I start creating like hair-like strokes, but I have to be careful with this that the lines aren't super dark and dense. So I usually use my spoolie or even my finger to help blend it out a little bit so it's not too dark and too harsh, because we don't want that at all. We don't want block brows, and it can get real blocky with pomade. So as you can see, I'm gonna go back in with my spoolie just to clean everything up or fill any sparse areas in, because we want a nice solid brow. Not too solid, but solid. Then I just repeated this process on the other side. And yeah, this is the finished product. Y'all might side on me a little bit for this one, but I'm telling you, this works. So I don't use concealer for my eyebrows and for my concealer, but I use this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Broad Spectrum Foundation, but I feel like it is a lot more liquidy, so it's more easy to blend and distribute over my face. And this is in the shade NC45, but it gives really good coverage and it is what works for me. So I'm just show y'all what I do. Y'all, I'm about to start putting my concealer on my forehead first to waste less product. I saw this tip on Instagram that says to start doing that, so I'm about to start doing that, but I forgot, so we're gonna do this. So now we're about to get into the real tea. So I take this flat head brush, like this circular round flat brush. I'll see how thin that is. It's not that thin, but it's pretty thin. And I put this on the back of my hand, and then I do this with it to get it all over the brush. First, I conceal my eyebrows, I carve them out, do my under eyes with it, and then I do it on my lids, and then I underpaint my nose and put it on the rest of my face, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And I'm in a bad bitch and I got it a diff. Oh yeah, I'm still saying this bitch knows like it all. She gets down just like it all. Run the block, she's not so shots. That bitch bad, watch her blow. Now she gets away. First, I'm going to start with my nose. So what I do is I see where I left the concealer on the top or the bottom of my eyebrow, and then I kind of connect it. Try to focus on following your nose shape. So if you have a wider nose, a shorter nose, a longer nose, try to conceal according to your nose shape. So what I do is I start at this line right here, and then I drag it down like that, and then I cover this area so we can get more of a snatch. And I'm gonna add concealer to my eyelid in a second, so I'm just gonna do the other side and come back in a minute. Y'all, I used to have a roommate in college, and when school first started, I used to do my makeup every single day. Like, I'm talking about a full beat. And I would be looking like this while I'm getting ready. I know she was looking at me crazy. Like, girl, what do you have going on? But I was cute at the end, though, and that's all that mattered. And I just want to make a point during this video and this makeup tutorial, especially if you're going to try to follow it. I want to put a strong emphasis on following your face shape and learning what works best for your face shape, because it took me, honestly, up until this point of doing makeup since I was in middle school, of figuring out what works best and looks best on your face shape, because everybody's face is different. And I would try to say find people who look similarly to you to see what works best for your face, because you'll try something else, then you try something in 2 months and you're like, what was I doing? Like, I looked crazy. But yeah, just learning what works best for your face will give you the absolute best results possible. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Also, another little tip, placement is literally, it might just be key, guys. Look, I'm not claiming to be a makeup artist or anything, but placement for your face shape, it literally plays such a huge role in your makeup. Like, because where the light hits, how your face is structured, how you want your face to appear, if you want like a rounder look, if you want a softer look, literally it makes a gigantic difference. It's actually insane. Y'all, can we please bring back putting makeup on our entire face? I know I see people like, oh, I don't like putting makeup on my forehead. Just put a little bit, put something, because having your face be this one color and then your forehead is a whole different shade, it looks crazy. Please, we gotta stop that, for real. This is one of my favorite little things to do with my makeup. I like to, couldn't even show y'all for a second, and then drag it down and connect it. Y'all, that is the bidet. So sorry. So this is what your pre-finished project should look like. It is gonna look crazy, but you gotta trust me on this one. I use 3 different brushes to blend all of this out. I use my finger for one part, only one small part at the top of my eyebrows. I use a small eyeshadow brush the precision, girl. And then for the size of my face, I have to use different beauty blender, but for the size of my face, I use my beauty blender to give it more of a natural look, because this is going to give you more light finish. Start at the bottom and go up. And again, this maintains the color and your product so that it's not all disappearing into the beauty blender or looking splotchy. When you get to your eyelid, we're gonna blend that and immediately set it. Immediately. Same thing with the nose. Also, make sure you're blending out any harsh lines. We're gonna go back and contour later, but make sure you're getting any harsh lines out the way. Same thing with over here. We're gonna contour so everything is seamless and nice. But as y'all can see, pretty nice. Once you blend out your eyeshadow, immediately set it. Immediately. So that you don't have any creasing. I'm using the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Banana Bread to set my concealer. First I set and then I go in and bake later, but make sure that you're moving quickly because you do not want any creasing. Just make sure you're hitting the side of your nose, up into your temples. Now for my eyebrows, I just do this. I should probably be using a beauty blender, but I'm not. So I just drag it upwards like this and just tap lightly. Then with your wet or dry beauty blender, I really don't feel like it matters that much. I blend out my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead. And above my lips. Also, make sure y'all are setting your eyebrows, because they start moving, you're gonna be pissed. Just go in and tap it. Next, you want to take your favorite bronzer and again follow your face shape so that if you have all round, it is contoured and bronzed to your best ability. But for me, I go like kind of right on the cheekbone, kind of in this hot spot area, and I tap like that, and then I go up and around my forehead. I do a tapping motion rather than a dragging, because if you drag, no bueno. And I go at the side of my face, and then this is where I kind of lied. I do drag a little bit over here on the jawline, but on your face, tap. Also, I apologize for the camera change movements. So now that everything's set, eyebrows, all the concealer, blush, bronzer, now we're gonna move on to blush. I am a serious over blusher, but also this is another important part. Placement. Also, I use like a round face round brush. So what I do is that I start at my temple and then I bring it down and I stop like right here. I also put it on the front of my nose, kind of, not exactly the tip of it, but yeah, like this area. And then I put it on my forehead and some on my chin. Start at the top and then bring it down. And also like in a C motion, sort of like around your eyebrow, not exactly on it, like a straight diagonal. Again, top of the nose like that, and then I do couple little taps on my forehead, and then a little bit on the bottom of my chin, like that. Now for my finishing touches. I'm missing steps in my own thing, but before we get into the eye portion, make sure that you, well, this is what I do, but I put some bronzer on my inner corner of my crease just for a little warmth. For both my eyeshadow and my nose contour, I use this like angled brush so that I can get in the corners. And from where my concealer is, I go right above that, or right on the line of it, and then I go like this. And I go in a little circle on the button of my nose. I take something else more neutral, like this Fenty Beauty powder foundation, and then I blend out the lines. If there's any harsh lines, which there probably is because it's dark brown, but just go in blend and fuse everything together. Sometimes I even take my finger just to help it, because you do not want a harsh nose contour. That's not cute. It kind of defeats the purpose of a nose contour if you can see a dark, super dark line. But yeah, just like that. Now on a regular day, I either usually do black eyeliner or inner corner highlight, but I feel like the inner corner highlight, honestly, they're both really cute, but it depends on the day, what I'm feeling, you know. I'm pretty good at eyeliner, but eyeliner is still risky on any given day. So I just take it, don't ask, a little bit on a small brush like this. I go right outside of my inner corner and I just drag it in a little bit like that. Not too close, not too far. Same thing on the other side. Then I just put a tad bit on my nose. I haven't really been too fond of putting highlighter on my cheeks recently, but I might go back. Who knows if I find a good one. Just a cutesy little touch, you know? Y'all, I almost forgot my freaking signature. All right, so y'all, I naturally have a beauty mark right there, but what I like to do is I like to put my natural beauty mark back and then put a second one under my eye. I don't know why this is so cute to me, but I like doing it. And some mascara, I hold for 10 seconds and then pulse for 10 seconds. Then I put on my mascara on my top and bottom lashes. This is the Essence Lash Princess, the teal one in False Lash Effect. I want to know where y'all are getting these ultra strong bottom lashes. So I feel like mine are long, but they're so light. So I mess up this under arm and pissed. So first I used any dark brown lip on my darling lip first. Yo, this is like my favorite lip gloss. This is the NYX Better Gloss in Vanilla Cream Pie. It literally smells like cake batter. Put that on the middle. Now I very much could leave it like this, but then I like to take a light pink clear gloss on top. And here is our finished product.